Okay, there is no line fuse in here for overcurrent protection. Okay, so we're going to put a fuse in here. We have to take the cord off here, push in on that strain relief piece there, and we're going to unscrew the power transformer. Down, unwrap this around this ribbon wire here. And wire it down to keep it over like this. I'm going to be able to unplug this here so I can unplug that there, and I'll move this out of the way. See the white tracer there? That is the neutral, so we're going to be putting the fuse on the live side. So we're going to pull this cord back some. So we got to squeeze in on these tabs without damaging the cord. Push in. Okay, so we can open this up. See how the cord is wound inside there? We're gonna bring this back some here. It'll give us plenty of room to solder inside there. Okay, so now we're going to put the cord back in. We'll put the cord back in this relief here. We'll go straight in. Gotta come back. Up. Get on top of that piece here. Work it around. And I come in a little bit further, so we're going to get the split inside the connector. So maybe I'll start from up here. Try to come around to this way. Alrighty, so we're back inside that connector there. See how we're back inside that connector there, and the split doesn't quite go down to the bottom of the connector. So we can close this. We can pass this through the hole here. Okay, so we got the wire through the strain relief there. And now we can put it back into the chassis. So we slide this in through here. Okay, so we're going to take the side that's going to be the live side. And we'll cut it. We'll take our fuse block here. We'll take and sand the terminal so we get a good solder connection here. And make sure I get a good, I'll rough up the other side too. There we go. Okay, so now we can solder this together. We use rosin core solder. We'll use some rosin flux. We'll strip our wire here. We'll twist our strands together. We'll put them in the hole. Make sure no strands are sticking out on the other side. We'll flatten them down with this pair of pliers. Come up with that one. Wish I would, where is this? Okay, I'm going to clean my tip. I'm going to take some flux and go on the top of the wire here And I'll go and put some on the bottom here. Okay, now I'll put some solder on my iron here. And I'm going to do what's called a drop solder, heating the wire and the terminal. And I'll do the same on the other side. I'll twist these strands together, put them in through the hole. I'll make sure no strands are sticking out on the other side. Squeeze down, pull up on the wire so it's I'll put some flux on the copper here and on the bottom. Put some solder on my iron. Heat both the terminal and the wire. Get a nice flow through, get some nice solder there. Let that cool a bit. There it is, it's all nice and cooled. So I'll bend these terminals up so that they are angling away from the chassis. Like that. Transformer will be going back onto here. Fuse is going to be going right here. No, that's not going to fit that way, so I have to put it on this way. Alright, so it's going to have to go in this way. So when you're done using a soldering iron, you want to clean your tip. Tin it so that the iron stays good. Put some more solder on there so it's all nicely tinned. Okay, since these terminals are live under here, you got to use a piece of plastic to isolate them. So this is PVC they use for isolating electrical parts. And you want to get the hole in the middle here, so I'll line this up in the center. Okay, right there's the center, so we'll make a hole in the middle here. And I'll just cut the other side off like that. We'll put I might do a double layer on this. I just want to be extra careful, just so that everything is very well isolated. So I'll do the same thing here. I'll poke a hole right in the middle. And I'll just cut it off on the back side there. So we got our isolation piece here. We're going to put a screw through here. And we can mount this on our mounting hole, which is right here. I'll use a nut driver to tighten the nut on the bottom here. Okay, so we'll line this up so it's all nice and straight. Put our screwdriver in here tight. Okay, now we can put our power transformer back in place. Okay, now we can plug this back in. And we'll fold up our neutral side here. Gotta take care of the wire dress. You gotta have your wires all nice and neat. Get any little kinks out of it. Yeah, I just started it there, so I'm going to bring this over and tighten that up. I'm going to center this zip tie so it's nice and neat. Get it nice and even in there. Make sure that's locked in all the way. And we'll cut the zip tie off on the end here. And we'll put this wire tie back on this ribbon here that was there from the factory. We'll put that back on. And come around it like that, like it was from the factory. And we'll get our 1/2 amp fuse out. So I'll tell you why I put this line fuse in. See these rectifier diodes here? If one of those short, it can burn the power transformer. The power transformer can get hot and possibly could start a fire if the line cord gets hot and shorts out. And without the fuse I'm putting in, it's all at the mercy of this 20 amp house fuse here. See how big that filament is inside there? And the 20 amp circuit breaker is equivalent to it. And that is more for protection of the wiring in the house. But see the real tiny little filament in this half amp fuse? That will blow before this power transformer gets hot and causes damage to the transformer and possibly melt the power cord. There you can get a nice close-up look at what I did there of my soldering, what it looks like in the wire dress. And again from this angle over here. So this is a pretty nice unit. It looks like it has a very good high quality play record head on both sides. So this unit only draws 18 watts, and it was UL listed without the line fuse in the AC primary, so I put one in for protection of the unit and also fire prevention in case the rectifier diodes short and starts burning the power transformer. But consult an authorized service center before you attempt to alter anything electronic. Thanks for watching.